Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir bin Harun. Okay, for today, I want to present about the introduction of Malayan Banking Berhad, which is Maybank. Malayan Banking Berhad or Maybank was founded in 1960 by Khoo Teck Puat and is now the largest corporation on the Malaysian Stock Exchange in terms of market capitalization Bursa Malaysia. Among Malaysian studies, publicly traded corporation ranked first and among the top of 500 companies in the Forbes Global 2000 ranking of the world's leading companies. The many products and services are offered by Maybank Group are commercial banking, investment banking, Islamic banking, offshore banking, leasing and hire purchase. To manage final service across Asia, Maybank is committed to offering fair terms and price for individuals to access financial service while being at the heart of the community, which correspond to their vision, which is advancing Asia's ambition with you. Maybank's mission is clear from the start that they want to humanize financial service by providing the people with the convenient access to financing, having fair terms and pricing, advancing customer based on their needs and being at the heart of the community. The next is Associates Bank related to the Maybank. With the first one is MCB Bank Ltd. MCB Bank is a 20% owner associate company of Maybank. As a leading bank in Pakistan with more than 60 years of experience, MCB has played a pivotal role in representing the country on the global platforms with a presence in Sri Lanka, Dubai, Bahrain, Azerbaijan and Hong Kong. It serves through a network of 1242 branches including 27 Islamic banking branches within Pakistan and 90 branches outside the country. MCB has a large deposit base of Rs 676 billion and total assets of Rs 941 billion. The second, which is the Unbin Bank. Unbin Bank is a 20% owner associate company of Maybank. Founded in May 1993, Unbin Bank has transformed over the years from a rural bank to an urban bank, offering a full range of commercial banking products and service. With 20 years of under its belt, Unbin Bank has gained a firm foothold in Vietnam's banking industry with a network over the 146 branch and sub-branch office located across 29 provinces nationwide. The last one I want to present about the status quo of Maybank. Based on Maybank's annual report in 2021, Maybank Group delivered a commendable performance in final year 2021 on the back of stronger net operating income, diligent cost management and lower impairment losses of improving regional economic outlook as vaccination rates increased in the later part of the year. Maybank achieved a net profit of Rm 8.10 billion, up to 24.9% from a year earlier. As such, the board has proposed a single-tier second interim dividend of 30 cents per share, consisting of a cash portion of 22.5 cents and electable portion of 7.5 cents under the dividend reinvestment plan. Together with the first interim dividend, the full year dividend is at 58 cents per share, up to 11.5% or 6 cents. This translates into a full year dividend payout ratio of 84.5% or Rm 6.84 billion in total. The strong dividend payout reflects their commitment to rewarding their shareholders and their ability to create shareholder value premised on diligent asset and liability management, prudent credit lending and asset quality practice, as well as strong governance. That's all for the status quo of Maybank, and I will pass to AMALIN for the Maybank's knowledge management process.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Shahriza Ilyana. My name is WAHIDA AMALIN BINTI ZULKIFLI, and I would like to present about process of identifying, managing and applying knowledge resources in decision. There is knowledge acquisition in Maybank, and the knowledge acquisition is the knowledge that a business can attempt to acquire from outside sources. According to Gamble and Blackwell 2001, external knowledge sources are significant, which one should examine the value chain holistically. The example of sources, it can be suppliers, rivals, allies, partners, clients and outside experts. For example, Maybank uses eHost. eHost is an internal system that stores customers' information for reference purposes. eHost secured the customers' information as it is not allowed to share customer information with outsiders because it violates the Personal Data Protection Act. Maybank's eHost can secure customers' information because the system has a security trail that can track who accesses the customer's information. Next, Maybank also has knowledge sharing. The sharing of knowledge takes place between individuals, groups, communities, or organizations. It's a proactive and deliberate action that increases the number of entities in the know while simultaneously establishing or enhancing a searchable knowledge repository for others. Maybank encourages informal networks. Compared to formal networks, informal networks are far larger and can include incidental interactions with folks that any of the Maybank employees might run into anywhere. For instance, Maybank employees might meet a new person during their normal businesses and finally discover they are actually connected to a business they are considering. Finally, Maybank also has knowledge utilization, which they connect theory to practice. Maybank utilizes the knowledge they got through their observations and studies in improving their services. For example, Maybank uses e-learning like eCleaver after they received numerous complaints from customers who had bad experiences with self-service options like chatbots, and FAQs were forwarded to Maybank Group. eCleaver is an integrated live video chat technology was implemented by Maybank. Through the use of this new capacity, insurance claims teams could offer a real-time assisted claim support for auto and fire insurances, enabling the bank to handle claims quickly and digitally.
Then I will pass to NURZAFIRAH for evaluation of implementation.
Leading digital transformation in the banking sector is one of the evaluation of the implementation. Maybank draws inspiration from the fintech and digital banking to startups in its ongoing efforts to improve customer experience. The goal of the bank is to make it easy and convenient for customers to access its financial services. In order to provide a seamless online and mobile transaction experience, the group updated the Maybank to You mobile application and website in 2018. In 2020, the mobile application will have over 12 million mobile downloads and impressive 7 million active users with improved payment capabilities and customer personalization. Customers can now create dynamic QR pay for on-demand transfer thanks to new upgrades. Other than that, Scan and Pay, a personal debit and credit spending tracker, and savings planner are other Maybank to You features that improve the user experience. Thus, due to the group's growing recognition of the significance of digital goods and services, MAE, Maybank Anytime Everyone by Maybank to You was introduced in 2020. This free mobile banking and e-wallet app seamlessly combines online banking with a user's lifestyle requirements. Customers can transfer money, pay bills, and access their saving accounts completely through MAE. Additionally, it provides more recent fintech solutions like tracking expenses, in-app virtual debit cards, and tabung, a feature for saving money based on personal and group goals. The Digital CX Awards is one of the biggest successes in implementing digital transformation for the Maybank company in 2022. Next is assisting convenient, secure, and safe transactions. Before this, Maybank are more vulnerable than ever to online fraud and vulnerabilities. By internalizing a strong cybersecurity infrastructure that address internal governance, Maybank Group reduced these risks. The group used top-tier security information and event management SIM technology to continuously monitor any internal or external cyber attacks in real time. The bank security specialists are able to quickly and continuously detect malicious activities using the Splunk Enterprise Security Platform in conjunction with its Regional Security Operations Center, which manage the operational level of system security from a centralized location. Maybank announced in April 2021 that it is discontinuing the SMS TSC transaction authorization code for approving online transactions on both its apps. This decision was made in response to the surge in digital transactions. The bank wants to give its clients better online banking security. With financial process exchange, FPX, and direct personal expense, customers will switch to Secure to You as their preferred method of authorizing transaction. This alternative function provides an additional layer of security. Customers can now transfer in a way that is safer and more convenient thanks to this new capability. Also, Maybank has received the Malaysian e-Payment Excellence Awards this year. Maybank has won 6 awards, namely Best E-Payment Maybank, Best Do It Now QR Transfer Participant, Best Do It Now QR Acquire, Best FPX Acquire, Best JomPay Bank. The last one is growth acceleration through partnerships. Maybank Group ensures business competitiveness by engaging in strategic partnerships. From this, the bank focuses on creating C-level collaboration in terms of technology disruptors to foster customer stickiness by integrating lifestyle propositions. Maybank Group partner with the ride-hailing service Grab. Customers of Maybank and Grab can select between using their GrabPay or Maybank QR Pay mobile wallets at the merchants that support thanks to the integration of the two payment systems. The online interaction between these two digital apps is improved by direct cash top-ups via Maybank to You on the GrabPay mobile wallet. The group has collaborated with Shopee, a major player in e-commerce, to provide a lifestyle and e-commerce credit card in an effort to better serve younger consumers. Users also receive prize in the form of the Shopee coins, which they may use to make additional in-person or online purchases. With its extensive selection of digital goods and services that are effortlessly linked into a variety of platforms, Maybank is prepared to dominate the quickly expanding digital banking industry. Next, I will pass to SYAFINI for the challenge of the implementation.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aina SYAFINI binti Muhammad MURSHIDI. I will be presenting my main points, which is challenges of Maybank. The first challenge is how Public Bank, one of Maybank's competitors, surpassed Maybank in Forrester 2022 Malaysian Banking Customer Index. CX Index is a tool for measuring the quality of customer experiences, measuring customer loyalty, identifying the factors that have the most impact on customers' view of CX quality, and providing a standard for CX. Survey of more than 2,000 Malaysian consumers to determine the Customer Index quality of 7 multi-channel banks, which are M-Bank, Bank Rakyat, CIMB Bank, Hong Leong Bank, Maybank, Public Bank, and RHB Bank, across 3 crucial criteria, namely emotion, effectiveness, and ease of use. Public Bank outscored its competitors in 2022, including Maybank, when Public Bank climbed to 3 levels to the top spot. Its performance score increased from 63.3 last year to 69.5 this year. Public Bank improved the efficiency and ease of its interactions, which resulted in a 50 percentage point increase in the bank's emotion score. The ratio of positive to negative interactions is known as the emotion score. Forrester claims that the bank boosted from 9 to 21 the number of emotionally positive interactions for every negative interaction. The score for Public Bank web and mobile application also rose by 13 percentage points at the same time. Therefore, Maybank would need to improve in these 3 areas, namely emotion, efficiency, and ease of use, in order to achieve a high score on the customer index. The second challenge is high call volume. A high call volume simply means that there are more calls coming into the call center than it is usually able to handle. Many Maybank customers who attempted to call the hotline have complained on the bank's social media about being constantly placed on hold for a long time, some for up to an hour. Others also say that their calls fail despite trying several times. This contains the Premium Card Services hotline. Additionally, Maybank highlighted that customers could contact them via email or the live chat feature on the Maybank to You website to ask questions or speak with a representative. Some clients complained that the bank did not respond to their emails or live chat messages when they used these other channels of communication. That's all from my part. I will pass it to our next member for the last challenges of Maybank.
The next challenges, which is the economic crisis in Malaysia. The economic crisis in Malaysia has resulted in the income of Maybank decreasing. Some companies that rely on direct client contact have the hard the work and miss out on the revenues due to the movement control order. As a result, these businesses are unable to repay their bank loans. Due to financial difficulties during MCO, the company was forced to lay off the employee in order to cut costs. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the unemployment rate in Malaysia in 2019 is 3.3%. However, the unemployment rate in March 2020 has grown to 3.9% and still increased to 5.5% in April and 5.9% in May. As the statistics show, the unemployment rate drastically increased starting from March 2020. This increased because the government Malaysia started to implement the MCO on 18 March 2020. Thus, households who lose their family income or have less income due to the pandemic will be unable to repay the loan. Maybank will lose interest on loans as a result of this. Maybank profits and capital will be severely impacted if the company's or households' repayment capacity is permanently impaired. According to the statistics found in the annual report for Maybank, the net operating income in Malaysia is decreased from RM11,230 million in final year 31 December 2020. That's all for the challenge, and I will pass to the SYAFINI to explain about the suggestion.
The first suggestion is using conversational banking. In order for Maybank to surpass Public Bank's customer index, one of the ways that Maybank can improve is through making the interactions easier and more effective. Maybank can do this by adopting conversational banking. Through AI and automation, conversational banking enables real-time communication between banks and their customers. By simplifying the customer experience, fewer steps are required for customers to achieve their goals. For instance, a customer can send a brief message to their bank rather than checking in to check their balance online. They can also register a bank account, cancel a lost card, request credit, and much more via their favorite messaging app. Although Maybank does have its chatbot and live chat, but it is mainly only a text-based conversation. An example of successful conversational banking is the Commonwealth Bank of Australia's or CBA virtual assistant, Cherba, has won gold in the innovative use of technology in customer service category. In a couple of seconds, the virtual assistant can comprehend and respond to over 70,000 different questions and more than 90% of consumer inquiries. The second suggestion is callback options. Numerous customers must make repeated calls to the call center when Maybank experiences high call volume. By giving customers the option of a callback, Maybank may manage high call volume more effectively. One does not enjoy being put on hold. Thus, customer may have to wait between 30 and an hour during periods of high call demand. Customers are likely to be angry and displeased by the time they speak with a call agent. The callback option is one approach that many organizations have started implementing. According to a study by Software Advice, 63% of respondents would rather request a callback than place themselves on hold. That's all for my part. I will pass it to our next member to give the last suggestions.
Next, I will present about the suggestion. In order to solve the problem stated above, Maybank can decide to collaborate with various mobile applications like online shopping apps, food delivery apps, or even game apps in the future. Banks found that there is big opportunity for them to provide their service through collaborating with the mobile app. For example, I can give Maybank can collaborate with Go Eat app where customers can get free delivery if they pay for food in Go Eat app using Maybank QR Pay or Maybank to You app. Regarding banks collaborate with the online shopping apps, for example, RHB Bank collaborates with Shopee where customer purchase merchants at least RM150 from Shopee on Friday using RHB credit card. The customer are entitled to get RM80 off voucher. By doing this, there is also another purpose behind it, which is if banks are promoting the credit card while collaborating with the mobile apps. As everyone knows, interest rates decline during the difficult situation. When the interest rate is low, people tend to borrow more money, resulting in increasing of purchasing power. Hence, banks will take this opportunity to encourage and promote loans and credit cards to the customer while collaborate with mobile app. That's all from our suggestion, and I will pass to AMALIN to conclude our case study.
As the largest bank in Malaysia by assets, Maybank chose wisely when deciding how to handle its knowledge. Maybank really optimized the technology in their knowledge management, whether among employees or customers, like e-learning, which is eCliva, and eHost. The bank's IT department in Maybank, which serves as its support division, has been instrumental in advancing the bank's operations over the years.